Hello and welcome to the lower bracket match of Poros versus Dangerline. Will be 2 games. We have seen Poros play in scrims, and their top lane, let's just say they haven't been the best, mainly because they were off their Mordekaiser, which is their main champions. Do you feel like they should continue to like put them on tanks or prioritize their Mordekaiser to see like get a better performance out of him?
I don't know how much value you get from Mordekaiser by himself. I feel like he's a very niche counter pick. Maybe for now putting him on tanks, and then if the opportunity presents itself, get the Mordekaiser.
Probably a good call. We see here both teams prioritizing their bot side more, and El Poros go for a Victor first pick. Victor being one of the best champions of Dangerline's mid laner. So taking away some comfort there, and Victor is also just a strong blind pick. I feel like that's a good strategy there.
I do like the bans on Mel and LeBlanc, preventing the pressure on the Victor and the neutralization from the LeBlanc.
Yeah, definitely. We do see the Silas coming out here against the Victor. He has been practicing his Silas, so I am looking forward to a very volatile mid lane. Like, if you can put pressure on this Victor and don't let him scale as much, it's definitely gonna be easier to play that matchup later.
Ooh, the
Ezreal
Nautilus into the Silas is a bit interesting.
Yeah,
I don't know if I'd want to give him that ultimate.
Yeah, 2 really good ultimates for the Silas, like Ezreal with his AP ratios buffed, and Nautilus also having AP ratios on his ult, and just the knockdown that it provides. Nami paired along the Smolder. I don't know if that will give them enough safety in this bot lane.
I've heard the Smolder Nami bot lane is very strong. I've not yet played it myself. I think the Deathfire touch change to Smolder makes him a much better early laner. So it'll be interesting to see how it performs into the Ezreal Nautilus.
Let's hope he also picks up the Black Cleaver. The interaction there is very strong on him. Do see now then both teams prioritizing bans in the jungle. I feel like getting rid of the Nocturne especially into their draft is a smart call. Like that lockdown and that ultimate would be really good with Nami ults. Definitely. And also maybe like the Silas engage on the flank.
Interesting that the Mordekaiser's been left up.
Yeah,
we'll see if Red Side picks it. I believe both top laners play Mordekaiser. Oh, so it might be the Silas jungle.
Or top lane, I guess. That's a flex.
Or top lane, yeah.
With the Silas, Orianna will have someone to engage for her with the old combo. It's gonna be difficult to catch this Ezreal, but the Victor will definitely be an easier target there. Naafiri, probably in the jungle. Interesting, giving the Silas another really good ult. Or that might be Naafiri top lane.
Technically, Sedge, Naafiri, and Victor can all go top.
Sure.
Naafiri and Victor can go mid, and Sedge or Naafiri can go jungle.
I'm curious how they're gonna resolve this draft now. Both teams with pretty open lanes, they're like who could go where. Nasus, that's probably a Nasus top lane.
I'm not a fan of giving Silas so many ultimates.
Same. I feel like he doesn't have a bad ultimate to steal here.
Yeah, this looks like 5th pick Silas rather than 2nd pick.
Yeah. Just, I guess, going for more comfort than against the Silas, especially. Well, thank God they didn't pick Malphite. That's something good, I guess.
If this is a Victor top lane, Neferi mid, and a Sejuani jungle, that is 5,000 IQ by Poros.
I mean, Victor should have a pretty easy time into this Nautilus.
It looks like
Nasus.
Wait, I can't even tell who's where yet.
Yeah. I do hope the Neferi also goes Deathfire Touch, because all her dogs trigger the rune, so it gives you a big amount of damage. It is very strong right now.
I'll be very interested to see who goes where for Poros.
I can't really say anything about the matchups yet, but like team fight wise, oh, it's Neferi top and Victor mid. Okay. So if the Nasus will hopefully go top lane as well, so Neferi will have a lot of kill pressure there, especially in the early game. This champion has a lot of sustain and damage.
It should be a rough early game for the Nasus.
Yeah, he'll probably just look to scale. Do you see the Hail of Blades on the Neferi? Which is still a good rune, definitely. I would have preferred to see the DFT into the Nasus. I'm curious how that lane is gonna go.
I'm not sure about the Deathfire Touch on Orianna.
I feel like that's just bad, no? You can trigger it on your auto attacks, but Airy would just be better then, right?
Airy, Comet, or Storm Raiders, usually.
I don't think Storm Raiders would be good on her.
Yeah, I mean, into Silas, I don't think so. Into melee, it's pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, the Silas also picked up the Fire Touch in favor of something like a Conqueror or something along those lines. I feel like on Silas it should be pretty good. No, I mean the Silas Victor picked it up as well.
Oh yeah, on Victor, I think it's his best performing rune.
Yeah, like you have a lot of AoE tools, so getting a bit of more damage on your E, for example. I'm curious how that lane is gonna go out. They should probably both look to farm into the mid game. Both junglers pathing from top side to bot side. Maybe look for something in bot lane. Fear went W first. That's a choice. You get more AD out of it, so maybe playing on running down the Nasus with Hail of Blades. Nami and Molder getting more put in the bot lane to be expected of ranged into melee.
It's not a bad position for the Nasus to be in.
No, he's very healthy and be able to farm, like just get his stacks off pretty easily. You just get shoved on the turret. We see an engage in the bot lane, but I think that should be pretty easily disengaged here.
Oh, and he can stack on the dogs as well. Not too bad.
Oh yeah. He hasn't really lost any HP, so this Nafiri has been more focusing on waves than poking, which I feel like is a bad call in that matchup. I'm gonna look for damage and, you know, kill pressure.
Both junglers popping bot. I wonder if their plan is just to fight for that crab, or who's going to reset and go top.
I mean, the Nautilus and the Ezreal have pushed up quite a bit here. So...
Oh, both junglers?
A gank.
In the crab?
Maybe see a fight breaking out here. But it looks like Silas is playing this more defensively.
I guess he just loses the crab.
Yeah, just to go top lane. Now they're looking for a fight. But Silas is in there pretty deep alone. The numbers advantage just doesn't pay off in his favor. Orianna isn't healthy enough to follow this Victor to roam. And they just lose out there by quite a bit.
I think as soon as Silas sees how badly Orianna's performing into Victor, or rather how pushed off Orianna is, and how pushed off his bot lane is, he should just give up and go bot. Now he loses both crabs.
Yeah, should have just looked for a recall there. But I could maybe look for a gank on this top lane Nafiri here, but the champion is really slippery. There isn't a ward here though. I might look for something.
It's a fine position for Nasus though. Neferi's just pushing wave after wave into his tower, not trying to freeze on him, allowing him to stack up.
Yeah, he picked up probably more farm than this Nafiri now after this wave.
Yeah, definitely. He may get punished here. They has vision.
Now they're looking for the gank after clearing his top side. He's onto the minion wave, but Nafir just walks off.
I'm not sure about that gank. It seems like the wave's now been reset. Nasus in a bit more of a vulnerable position than he was before.
They looked for something, but I don't see these two champions having enough damage and like CC to catch her even.
Meanwhile, Sedge, Victor get the drag for free.
I mean, seeing the Silas in the top lane definitely just allows them to make that call very easily. Getting something cross-map there, really good.
You see the power of that. Nami stole the lane in those quick trades.
She did pick up Ignite into this matchup, so they might see.
If Nasus can run him down, I think he's dead.
Oh. Yeah, he didn't back yet. Well, both of them didn't, but Nasus just has way more sustain on the minion wave. Like, Nafiri has to constantly hit the Qs to get the healing off. They could look for a dive here with Silas, but I don't think diving in Ezreal Nautilus, especially when they're so healthy, is a good call. Silas is maybe looking for something on the mid lane, onto this Victor. Shockwaves comes out from the Orianna, but the second E-charge gets flashed by the Victor.
Oh no, the counter tank. Sedge is level 6.
Hits the ult, very nice. Silas is back here.
Not the best W from Victor.
Just barely not enough damage from that Victor ult to kill the Orianna. Fear has moved down, but it's just a bit too late. Now they could look to tower diver there. Nautilus has arrived, misses the hook. The Fear ult should just kill her.
I feel the Silas may be acting too proactive in this game, setting himself back on EXP.
Yeah, he has lost a lot of farm counter to this Sejuani, who has just been like counter ganking or playing around the other side of the map. Very well executed from her there. I do like the Nafiri going down to join that fight. Like, he realized he just won't kill the Nessus anytime soon. Especially not like with the ult take, probably. I mean, they will give him a lot of damage, but I don't think you can burst down a Nessus that easily.
Yeah, I think Neferi needed to chain kill this Nasus in lane, otherwise it's not looking too good. I wonder which Nasus build he is going to go.
He probably will go for the Triforce into just brute items. At least I hope that.
Not the Essence Reaver into the crit damage build.
He is going to use his ult and the Ghost to just run down the Neferi. And yeah, I guess he managed to scale up very easily there. Neferi not pushing enough, putting enough pressure on that. Honestly, yeah, a full crit damage build might actually be decent here, because none of them have that much consistent damage to kill him. Like, an Ezreal will eventually kill him, but he does have to rely on his Qs who have a cooldown. Sejuani ult misses, but so Silas can just flash out, give up the rest of the grabs. He decides to ult back in, go on the Victor. There is a number advantage here. Gets the shield from the second ult charge and will survive with his W. Now Ness is charging after the Sejuani with his flash and will be able to pick that kill up.
Oh no.
Nafiri now going in 1v3, but Silas does have a lot of self-healing.
I think their dog is bigger than the other. Oh, nice.
Yeah. Do they have enough damage to kill this Nautilus? I doubt that. Still a lot of damage in Nautilus, even though he's now a support. An interesting call by this Nafir to go back in there. They didn't even finish their first item.
I don't know if a worthwhile decision. Or definitely not, having seen the fallout.
I mean, they should now just like look for picks on the more squishy mid laner, maybe. Or like going to the mid games, maybe gank the Orianna in some side lanes. I don't think they'll have a fun time into this Nessus who can just run them down.
Oh no.
3 Qs. He did go the Essence Reaver.
I think it's going to be followed by a Field Hunter, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. Probably Fiend Hunter. You used to go Opportunity after that, no? Essence Reaver into Opportunity?
I have not played this build myself. I've lost against it, but not played it myself.
I've played him with Fiend Hunter bolts first, when the Essence Reaver rework wasn't in the game yet. And that felt strong in the jungle. But I feel like it's a good call there. Meanwhile, Dangerline will just get a free dragon here. Silas looking to engage rather than finishing up the objective. He'll probably reset now. No, thank god. Sejuani has been playing like really well, but most of the kills are on her and she hasn't really managed to get her team ahead. And as a Sejuani, you don't really have good damage to carry. this type of game at least. So they're gonna have to do something to help their team catch up.
Well, the gold lead at the moment is just 1,000 gold. However, it's a bit deceptive. That most of that gold equity is held by Sejuani.
Who ults are gonna be used onto
Nice
this
play. Oh,
Victor?
unlucky. Victor
Almost
couldn't
managed.
trade back.
It was a good engage, like there wasn't really a lot of counterplay for this Victor here, like 2 lockdown ults and then just the Silas on him. Almost getting a kill there. Was still a good play from him.
Sejuani may be able to punish the Orianna, staying full plate.
I do feel the Orianna here. The plates are always very enticing, but manages to actually flash out. Silas looking for a gank on the Ezreal. The E2 does not connect. I feel like Poros should probably look to group around this next dragon with Nafiri as well, to just look to turn somehow.
The only issue is they can give up that Drake to Poros, and it doesn't matter because Nasus will take another 3-4 waves topside and a couple of towers in that meantime.
Yeah.
And I don't even know if they need to do that. Their 4 may be equivalent to their 5.
Yeah, maybe keeping the Nasus up there, who is 3-0, like very scary. Maybe actually a better call, yeah.
Well, their team just scales so much better.
Oh, definitely. I mean, they can give up the next, like, 2 Drakes and still be fine. Smolder has all his stacks. Nasus and Smolder may be going for the same build, actually.
Nice little interaction to cancel the Nasus stack on the dog.
Yeah, every little thing counts.
Yeah.
Now, Silas is looking to maybe take some of Sejuani's jungle, also the objective in the top side. I don't think he'll get out of there. There are 3 people collapsing on him.
They just have to be careful that Nasus does not get there at the same time.
That's a nice little play by him here, letting the Nafiri come over to him and then dashing out. Orianna does have Prio, so this Victor will have to return. Sejuani managing to take that crap.
Ooh, I do not like this. All in.
Yeah, Nautilus going a bit too far here. Smolder already has really good amounts of damage with the...
Ezreal needs to leave the tower or he dies to dive.
Yeah. Smolder has also picked
Oh,
up the...
I don't know if Sejuani wants to stay here.
Yeah, I think he should have enough damage to just run her down, especially with Silas here as well. Push up barrage coming out from Ezreal, but that's just a bad decision to stay there. Sejuani is really tanky, she might manage to get the...
That's 12?
Yep, walks up.
Dies to Victor, but worth it. Mental damage.
Well, hopefully, yeah, thank god. Shutdown for the Victor. Accelerating him actually really good, but the mental damage is probably more worth. Did manage to get the Silas's flash though. Like
That's Seraphs that the Orianna's going for.
I mean, yeah. You used to stack mana on her and into the Nafiri maybe.
I don't have an issue with the Seraphs, to be fair. I just don't think there's enough threat on the enemy team to warrant it.
Yeah, I mean, just going for the normal Ludens for mid-burst.
I'm not a fan of Ludens on Ori. I think Blackfire Torch is better most of the time. Unless you're very much ahead.
Into
I
just
think
the
Poros
normal
is better for Ludens.
into just like a normal Shadow Flame and then maybe a Zonias or Rabadons, or how would you build that?
Yeah, into... I forgot the name of the crit item, sorry.
Yeah, Shadow
Shadow
Flame.
Flame, yeah. Into a little Zonias or Abaddons.
That build gives you a lot of damage and a bit of sustain. I do like that build on the way too. Do see a fight break out here. They have grouped up all 4 of them, but Nas is coming in too late to...
So they
put any
secure the
bigger damage there.
Infernal, massively lose the fight. And Nasus TP's over. I'm not a fan of the Nasus TP.
Yeah, he could have taken like 1.5 turrets in top lane. Thing I do like about the Orianna here, she did pick up the Rod of Ages. Like, the item isn't really easy to build, so if you have enough money buying it, it's pretty smart.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're going for 2 of them now, so Rabadon second, why not? If you can afford it. Nasus is just on the Rift Herald, soloing it. Looks uncontested so far, it's about halfway done now.
So he skips the Field Hunter bolts and goes for the experimental Hexploit.
Still really scary, this Nasus.
Definitely.
Fear did also go for the Seal Caps here. I feel like Gluttonous Greaves are just so good on her.
I do feel getting 3 Qs on the head has now made her want to go for the plated steel caps.
I don't think it'll be enough to save
It
her.
won't make a difference.
It won't.
Sad fit.
Do see Dangerline here proving they have the bigger dog.
I think the Nasus can just walk up and take the tower in his face.
Yeah, I don't think he needs to ult for it. Yeah.
And now he stains off the wave.
Oh my god.
Backing all the way off. Respects the Victor's ability to roam over.
The Silas doesn't, but manages to get out.
And they're just full pressing them on all sides of the map.
Yeah, as they should. They're allowing their bot lane to farm basically for free, while just pressuring top with the huge amount of push this Nasus has. They're very healthy, and Sejuani is coming down.
As you mentioned, the Black Cleaver insta-procking on the Nautilus there.
Thank god it's getting patched next patch. Sejuani is here, but if she doesn't move, they're just gonna lose this turret, yeah.
I don't think she can come over to contest.
Yeah, Silas is here too, and both mid laners have moved, they're now fighting in the jungle, and Orianna just has a lot more damage here.
No.
Will get locked down by the Sejuani, but they need... I feel like they want to disengage here. Now Nas is ghosting and ulting to just bonk the dog over the head. And that's bye-bye Nexus turret. Probably. Oh no, they move. That's not gonna kill him.
Don't worry, my dog doesn't bite.
Princess here in the top lane, really creating a lot of pressure.
The funny thing is he still has Rift Herald.
Oh yeah, he picked that up, yeah. I mean, he should probably look to go bot lane now, no? And just do the same thing on the other side. Smolder has moved to the mid lane now. Stack really easily. Now mid waves are very scary for AD carries. Very easy to get caught on them, especially because the lane is so short, but
Well, the question that's going to be posed in about 40 seconds is whether you're going to be able to stop Nasus from taking your Nexus while you set up for Drake.
I think they have to give up the Drake and because Nasus might just end the game if he doesn't.
Oh,
Nice
Oh,
shockwave
no.
coming out by this Orianna, and now the Avengers are here to just save.
I think that's game. We've got a Nasus with Rift Herald on the top side.
Yeah, if he uses it, he'll just
All
be
three members are committing to the fight. Ezreal needs to back. Sedge needs to back.
I don't think they'll be allowed to. They should just look to stop their backs, but instead they're going for the dragon, I think. Playing it more safely.
I'm hoping Nasus does not commit that into the Nexus Tower, instead goes to another lane.
I mean, both other lanes do have the other
Oh yeah,
two
he's doing the
weapons.
smart thing. He's going over to bot.
Hell yeah. He's thinking the first Herald Charge. He didn't use a Herald Charge to get both of the Nexus turret and the Nexus.
No, he did not. But I would say this is probably the smarter play based on the fact that the others recoiled.
Definitely. Like managing to get out from that position there.
And creating pressure on the bot side at the same time, allowing his team to set up for Baron.
He should just stay here, like do the exact same thing on the other side. I don't think he needs to back.
I assume he's got a substantial cash stack that he wants to spend quickly.
I'm curious, Infinity Edge or Fiend Hunter bolts? Yeah, Infinity Edge.
Oh, he's going Infinity Edge, wow.
Oh my god, the mortal reminder as well, just to not allow this Nafir to play the game.
I feel like that might be excessive, the Infinity Edge. However, who am I to argue with the 6-1 Nasus?
True. Now Silas might be caught out of position here, but he is just really tanky. But will be able to...
I don't think Nasus wants to be here. If he gets CC'd, he gets blown up.
Nafiri going onto the Orianna, but just dies, cancelling the ult. Nice shockwave coming out here. By her. Serf's giving her a lot of sustain. They don't seem to want to go for these team fights. Like, there was 2 people out of position there.
Nasus should not be grouped with his team, he should be bot lane right now.
Yeah, he definitely has more use creating pressure in side lanes. It's not really a team fight champion.
I'm not sure about this.
Victor can't really join them there, as he has to catch a wave in the mid lane, but there are still more people
though. He does have TP up.
They know they're doing it, Nautilus Hook misses, but Sejuani is going in. They should be able to ignite it a little bit.
There are only 3 people on this Baron.
Yeah, they're just too desperate to go in there. Now Smolder with his 225 stacks. Ezreal flashing away from him, rightfully so, but almost gets one shot.
Oh, Nasus is not dead. Oh god.
Oh god, and whoa, that is... Yep. I don't think they need Baron.
No, that looks like it's the game.
Yeah. Yeah. The Dangerline proving that they have indeed the top dog on their team. Nah. This Nafiri counter pick not working out. He wanted to go look for some kills early and create a lead. Opposite happened. 2 dogs with similar strategies, but very different outcomes. I did not expect that.
I think after seeing the first 3 waves, watching top lane, I was like, this Nasus is not going to get stopped. But I wasn't expecting the rest of the map to fall apart as well.
Yeah, I was like, that this Nafiri has to like commit to do something, or else she's just kind of gonna be useless in the late to mid game. But I mean, the NAS is committed, definitely.
Yeah.
And we did talk about earlier, like El Poros' weak side is definitely their top lane. And I do like putting them on the Naafiri, like attempting, here, go have a champion that actually does damage, that can look to carry, but
I feel he just didn't have a good understanding of how to punish the Nasus. He was trying to harass him on the tower when really you want to set up an early crash, wait for the bounce back with your jungler, gank him, kill him, set up a freeze, just kill him every time he steps up to break it, which he wasn't doing.
yeah, it's just permanently shoving in waves here. And the Nasus just managed to pick up most of them.
Yeah. And credit due, he was able to farm under tower, pick up that farm.
Oh yeah, stay healthy really
Oh.
well. Like surviving Naafiri's poke can be very hard, but he performed really well there.
And the annoying thing for both top laners is that both junglers path to bot. Ideally, you'd want the Sejuani to path towards the Nasus to shut him down early, and the Silas would want to path top to prevent the Nasus from being shut down early. But both of them got left on an island early game.
Yeah, we did see in the like early to mid game some ganks, but it looked like it was the Sejuani. I think it was the Silas ganking the Nasus, managing to not managing to get onto the Naafiri. Like there was an opportunity there for them to just create an easy freeze there.
Right, exactly. I was not a fan of the Silas gank at all because
Yeah,
it almost pushed the wave towards the Neferi, causing a freeze for the Nasus, which then could have set him behind. But I think he was already at a point where the Neferi would struggle to even freeze on him.
we did see like what 5 minutes after that, just Nasus pressing Q 3 times. We did talk a lot about the top lane because that was like the most flashy lane and also the one with the most impact.
Yeah.
Felt like all the other lanes were kind of just in a decent stalemate. Obviously the Smolder did just scale better than the Ezreal.
Yeah, I think the Nautilus did not have a good enough understanding of when Smolder becomes that killer threat in the bot lane. He was forcing plays, thinking, we won the last few fights, certainly this is going to go the same way, and just having his face burnt off. And it feels really bad in that kind of matchup, playing the Ezreal and Nautilus, not being able to get that lead, not being able to push it through, and then just being out-sustained, out-damaged by the Smolder later on. Doesn't really feel like there's any way for you to get back in the game.
Mm-hmm. I would love to see them on a more like carry-based champion. Well, obviously you can carry really well on Ezreal, but something more late game scaling as well, like a Jinx maybe or an Aphelios to just shut down a potential fed tanky top laner, which is pretty hard on something like Ezreal or a Lucian.
Do you think the El Poros ADC plays Tristana, Ashe, Smolder, Vayne? The Smolder being picked away from him, I wonder if they're going to try and get him the Ashe next game.
Yeah,
A bit more of an aggressive lane.
She has a lot of global pressure. I do want to say also both supports do play a lot of Thresh. If they leave that open, I believe it was banned in the first series. Maybe if Dangerline gets the Thresh onto his one trick, to be able to perform a bit better there. Mid lane, if they manage to get just something but they're both comfortable with, probably both of them will be able to perform decently.
Well, last game we saw the LeBlanc blue side ban. They both play the LeBlanc, so I wonder if we'll see it again this game.
Same bans as in the first game, the Mel going out and the Thresh.
I'm kind of curious about the Mel ban. I don't see her value blind early.
Yeah, she is nerfed like a lot. She's still a strong champion and annoying to play into.
But I find most of her value is to neutralize the lane rather than do anything proactively.
Yeah, it is pretty easy to like snowball on her if you already have a lead, but getting that lead most of the time isn't the easiest thing to do. So just picking her into a Seraphine or something with a huge teamfight ult that can be deflected. I'm curious what they're gonna prioritize.
Oh, the Ashe.
I like the Ashe first pick, like she's a decently safe laner. As long as Dangerline don't draft too engage-ish, maybe with a Jarvan, something like that, she will be able to survive if she has like a decent support that can peel for her.
Interesting, both strong laners.
Yeah, Xayah more defensive as an AD carry.
Xayah can't.
Honestly, I feel like these champions, like they are designed with like the recall and whatever to work together, but their kits kind of want opposite things. So like Rakan obviously kind of a hyper engaged champion, and Xayah more looking to disengage herself. I would have liked something like a enchanter, like a Lulu.
I do like their bot side. I'm a fan. The Ashe Brawl.
Ashe Brawl, such a strong lane. They could have gone for like a Seraphine as well, which is played in pro play quite a bit. Has a lot of synergy, but I do like the Braum into the Xayah. Then the Ornn lockdown.
Are we going for a Freljord team comp?
Oh yeah, what else? We could see
Nivea mid.
Yeah, Nivea. They did pick the Sejuani already though.
We could go for a Trundle jungle.
Yeah, actually that works.
I don't know about the blind though. We'll have to see if they pick a tank.
I mean, Rakan doesn't really have that many stats there. I do like the Darius into the Ornn and Braum, like two champions that kind of want to be in your face. You generally don't want to have a Darius in your face.
You also don't want to play Darius into Braum or Ashe. So I don't know the actual value in team fights for this pick. But I definitely think in the isolated 1v1, very heavily Darius favored.
Yeah. We did see them being very good, like in the 1v1. So a more aggressive laner in the early levels is definitely probably the right pick there. Again, in team fights, probably not the best, just looking to pressure side lanes.
Yeah, I think it's miserable playing Darius into that comp at the moment. If they pick more close CCs in the mid lane, I don't know how he's gonna enter any team fights unless he's already 6-1.
Yeah, which could still happen.
Could still happen. I agree.
Do we know what ban Dangerline went for there? Sorry.
Oh.
Did miss out on one of them there. Yeah, they're just getting rid of engaged junglers again. Both teams thinning out the pool there. I honestly think for Poros and Anivia would be really good here, like into the Darius. Just not allow him to play team fights.
Yeah. Also can be quite good at separating the Rakan from the Xayah.
Definitely. Lee Sin. I mean, he'll have a hard time getting on the Ashe.
Yeah.
I don't really have another target there.
Oh, we've still got the Freljord synergy. Maybe it is all planned.
Volibear jungle.
Anivia 5th pick.
Please, that would be so cool.
We've got the triplets as well. On Volibear, Anivia.
Yeah, Anivia is a decent blind as well. In her own lane. Can't go for it. Be so cool. You know, cool. Anyways. Oh. Well, that's disappointing.
Yeah.
Not really because of Freljord, but just because it's Malzahar.
I think I prefer El Poros draft.
Oh, 100%. Like, they have really good team fighting potential with the Volibear, like the Ornald especially. I do see the Mel ban now, like the logic of it. You don't want to play Ornn into Mel because like it can deflect the ult.
Right.
But I am curious how this mid lane is gonna go. Like,
I think if the Cassio is very good, it is very hard for you to play Malzahar in this matchup. However, he can just flash Aura whenever Volibear's nearby.
The skill of Malzahar is just... Yeah, it's really difficult to get those combos off, you know. But yeah, now with the new Deathfire Touch room, Cassiopeia has become really strong.
Well, I wonder which one we'll see, whether we'll see Conqueror or Deathfire Touch.
I hope
I think both are viable.
Conqueror will be probably better in late game team fights with their more tanky frontline of Poros, but I am curious. If this Darius can get ahead early, he'll definitely have impact, but if he doesn't, it's gonna be really difficult.
Well, the nice thing about the Ornn is you do not need to interact with the Darius.
Yeah, definitely.
You can sit and wave, be on welfare, collect a few waves here and there, and just chill out and know that you're going to give your team 5,000 gold worth of stats if you can get to late game.
Yeah, they definitely should look to scale there. I feel like both drafts don't scale that great, but the Lee Sin is gonna fall off pretty hard, especially in the later stages of the game.
It's really hard for him to play into the CC of Braum, Ashe, Malzahar, Volibear, and Ornn.
Yeah, I don't see the value of him that much. Like, obviously Rakan kind of wants someone to go in with him. They are two very, very mobile champions, but into all of this lockdown here, it's gonna be a difficult game. Yeah, both mid laners went for Deathfire Touch again. I mentioned the Deathfire Touch on the Cassiopeia. On Malzahar, it's horrible to play into.
Yeah, definitely.
Not fun. I do like the cleanse on the Xayah.
I think it's the standard Ashe tax is cleanse. If you're not taking it on ADC, you are probably trolling. But you get the double value from the Braum proc as well, prior to 6, so it's very good value in this lane. I'm surprised the Braum went Ignite instead of Exhaust.
Yeah, I mean, they're looking probably just to get ahead early. Just gonna be, I guess, more difficult into the Rakan because he has decent sustain.
I think Rakan's level 2 is probably one of the strongest in the game, so I don't know if they want to go for that early fight. Although Braum's level 1 with Ashe.
Yeah, they're like the early fight. Just send it in the middle of the bush.
Yeah.
over the alcove.
Similarly, top lane, Darius wants to find some kind of cheese level 1 fight if he can.
Mhm.
Although you'd be surprised, I've seen Ornn solo kill Darius with the level 6 all-in triple brittle stack. So
It has a lot of damage, the Ornn's kit. Like, he doesn't have a defensive ability.
yeah,
And Brittle doing max HP damage, I believe. Alright. If Dangerline managed to win, like, mid-game level, early to mid-game skirmishes, they definitely have a chance if they can lock down, but it's gonna be difficult.
I'm very surprised they went for the, I believe it's called Doran's Bow.
Yes.
I'm not a fan of it when you're playing standard bot lane.
Yeah, Ashe is one of the few champions that's actually, like, that is really useful for, but the ads on the blade are just better, no? Like, it gives you a bit more health.
I think, yeah, the health is the main thing. Let's hope that they don't get first blooded bot lane.
Yeah, we will see. Right, they're not going for anything there. Okay. They will have to watch out for the level 2. Rakan also picked up Ignite.
And importantly, Xayah has cleanse, so they may expect to get a nice stun into kill, and then the cleanse appears.
Cleanse will be less useful in the early 1v1s, especially because Barrier just allows you to trade hits more easily. So I'm curious how this is gonna, if they're even gonna go for something volatile here.
Looks like Xayah getting the early push.
Do want to mention both junglers started in their bot side.
Yeah, both popping top. Volley to protect the Ornn and Lee to look if he can set him behind.
They listen to you. They do have level 2, but they're just pushed up too far.
Yeah, they're not in a position to punish them.
Yeah, definitely. Lee Sin probably wanted to look for something. The way he cleared his jungle.
Yeah, definitely an angle to go for that early gank bot, but his bot lane got the push, so he's just going top side.
Yeah, not a bad thing.
Yeah.
I'm curious if the Volibear is even gonna attempt to fight for the crab. Or just back. I don't think he should.
It looks like Ornn has the push top side, so I think he's probably fine to go for the crab.
The only thing I feel like that could happen is he's letting Ornn push so Lee Sin can gank him.
Yep, that would make sense.
Because I don't think it would be easy for Ornn to push into Darius.
Well, Darius now has to tank all these minions. Oh no, he gets the third wave push and he resets the wave. Ornn's fine.
Okay. Yeah.
He's massively behind on CS, but he's not getting frozen, which is the important thing.
Now Lee Sin is probably just moving for crab.
Yep, he gets the timing better. Wonder who wins the smite fight.
He's here though, probably.
Oh, I think Lee Sin got it.
Didn't Volibear ult it?
I think Volley got it.
Yeah, he will continue this fight. He might just die to Volibear ultis. Both flash and manage to lock him down here. Kill going to the Darius, really good for him.
Oh, Ornn is walking into Darius.
Continue that fight now. And now I have to break the freeze on the top lane there. Look to push this into now. Do see Rakan looking for some sort of engage. Braum just level 1, just really tanky. At least he managed to pick up his crab in the bot side.
Oh, Ornn's in a bit of a risky position now. The wave's pushing back to Darius. You can look to freeze.
Yeah, the CS lead that Darius has. He has not double his CS. Will do a big chunk of his HP bar here.
Ornn just doesn't have enough mana to continue fighting.
Yeah, we do see again mid lane and top lane just being very mid lane and bot lane just being very equal. Top lane just volatile.
Oh no. Does not get punished. Oh.
This might be a
Ornn
kill.
has no mana. I think he might be dead. He has flash.
Should probably use it, yeah. Manages to get out. Well, he's in here for a gank. The W of the Rakan lands, but the Q misses, so nothing will happen here.
They're looking for a back. Oh, nice. Drake.
Volibear in his topside jungle, and the snake has push in the mid lane, so should be free. Cassiopeia is actually ahead in farm over the Malzahar, which is surprising. I guess he doesn't have enough burn items yet to just press E on the wave and then leave again.
Yeah. Until probably Blackfire Torch, it's going to be a bit rough for him to keep that wave in the middle.
Yeah. Cassiopeia just, now that she has 6 as well, should probably look to back, but it's very easy for her to run down champions without CC.
Yeah, she'll need a tier ideally to stay in the lane for an extended period of time.
Definitely, I think she just looked to build the classic mana stacking here into Rod of Ages.
Ooh, is Darius going a little spicy on his build?
It's going
Yomu's, it looks like.
Yomus, yeah. Hope it's not a collector.
If he's going collector, he might be trolling, but who am I to judge?
I mean, the crit worked out last game, so we'll see. Braum being very aggressive in the bot lane, but there's just not really damage from this Ashe, who hasn't backed yet.
Oh.
They like staying in lane for extended periods of time here.
I'm really not a fan of Ornn's build.
Yeah, like I have heard bad things about it.
Oh no. They were not synced on the play, but it does not matter. The power of the ultimate.
He's in now looking for some sort of engage, but Ornn has also moved down.
And the power of the Malzahar are...
Yeah, he just outplayed her.
Looks like Ashe Braum getting the backs off. Does not get punished for starting Doran's bow.
The Xayah actually managed to pick a BF sword, so she's probably going for the Yuntal wheelbarrow, or whatever the item's called.
Yep, Yuntal wheelbarrow, my favorite item.
Yeah. Is it even good on her? I thought you built Essence Reaver now.
I will be honest, I don't think I've seen this champion in a very long time. The last time I saw it, I believe it was Essence Reaver, but that was quite a while ago. I'm just not a fan of that Balmy Cinder. I'm not really getting much value of it when you can't walk up to the wave. And stat-wise, Sunfire Cape is possibly the worst tank item in the game.
Yeah. I have seen an Ornn main on Instagram complaining about the item.
Is that Macro?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
It to the Darius. I mean, what other tank items are there? Just Unending Despair?
Yeah, I think it's Unending Despair in this matchup.
Yeah, give him a bit more sustain as well into the Darius, who has really good sustain with his Q.
And it's very cheap as well compared to Sunfire Cape, which does matter when you're down 40 CS.
Yeah,
Does
nice
not
knock
matter.
by the Ornn.
Ornn does Ornn things. It does not matter.
Yeah. Champion is really good.
And yeah,
Malzahar
does
played
Malzahar
Cassiopeia.
things.
We didn't see the fight with Malzahar and Cassiopeia, but I think we can all imagine it.
Yeah, we don't need to see it. I assume Cassio pressed R into Malzahar passive, and then Malzahar pressed QWE on Cassio, and she died.
Yeah, probably.
And he's going to be returning with Death Blackfire Torch. So the pain is only starting.
Yeah, it's only gonna get worse from here.
Definitely. And that winning matchup. Oh, Merc treads into Yomos. Yeah.
That's...
Yeah, it's
Bruh.
he's cooking.
We'll see if it works out. He is up still almost... No, he's up like double the farm. So...
I mean...
Those are actually getting pushed out, okay.
Yeah, he greeded instead of resetting for the Blackfire Torch.
Oh yeah, he hasn't won yet.
I don't see the value of the Darius build just yet. But maybe he's going to get multiple kills inside with the Yomos, in which case it's... Oh.
We'll see. No. He might just be able to run her down. There's no backup from the
I think
Volibear
that's
as well.
Volibear.
Yeah, Flash ult manages to lock down the snake in the mid lane. And that should be Drake.
Oh, and the TP back. Doesn't even get punished.
Yeah, I think Darius got, what, 1 plating?
Yeah. And Ornn doesn't even care about farm.
Yeah.
He's actually up. He's got a bounty. While being down 50.
The up in gold? No.
No, he's behind, but I think it's the kills.
That would have been ridiculous.
Oh
He's
no.
getting a lot of damage here.
He's not even microing the right targets. He's hitting the minions that he's supposed to be hitting Darius.
Flash ult! He will just flash out as well, managing to hit the ult, but I feel like he didn't need to flash there. I think he panicked.
I feel like if Ornn had an unending despair here, he just kills the Darius.
Oh yeah, easily. My god, what a champion.
Yeah, it feels really bad as Darius when you're up this much gold and you still can't punish the Ornn.
Yeah, he did look for something, but your ult doesn't do that much, especially if you don't have an item yet. I mean, I don't want to be that guy, but nothing has happened in bot lane yet. They've just been farming.
I would say it's good for both of them. They both kind of just want to get their items and get to team fights. I would say better probably for the Ashe Braum.
Yeah, I don't see the Xayah killing the Ornn in the next, like, what, 5 items?
Yeah.
We do see a Volibear, like, he heard me, he's going for a gank, he just kind of ran around them a bit. Now Rakan doing the same. A nice ult by the Mark.
Oh, he changes decision.
Lee Sin is here now.
No investment of the Ashe.
Yeah. Could have been something. I do find it quite funny that the Ashe Braum got ganked and now they're lower on HP.
Yeah, I think Cassio might be dead. Oh.
She's currently getting outplayed. Yeah, you're just not allowed to step up in this matchup now. Volibear coming for the regank. Might be able to catch at least a Rakan here.
There's just so much going on everywhere.
That's coming up.
Step out. Because she kills the Rakan. Everyone's dying everywhere.
Yeah, Ornn
Oh,
now getting actually shot down by the Darius. He almost worked out.
I don't know if that's Yoma's working out, or if that's all not respecting the Darius. He died in the extended bush against Darius
Yeah.
instead of just sitting back and collecting whatever waves he can.
I think he saw his damage in that earlier trade and was like, wait, I win this now. And then he didn't.
Yeah.
Just, I mean, I am curious how this Malzahar is gonna do in these upcoming team fights.
I think this Malzahar is just going to be a terrorist. I think he's just going to flash out who needs to be flashed out on, and then just EQW on whoever's nearest.
I don't think, like, who's the best target for that? Because
It's
there's...
just anyone who's in range. Anyone who's in range is getting on it.
Yeah, I mean, I guess there's not really much counter, but can you actually... You can cleanse it, right?
Yep, but then you're spending 1300 gold for a little bit of MR and an active.
Oh, I was more thinking if he ulted the Zaya.
Oh no, you can't cleanse it with Summoner Cleanse, sorry.
Oh my god, yeah, that's what I thought. They did manage to pick up the Herald, just Braum moving there kind of secures it. I think it's a smart decision from him.
Oh no, where's Cassia doing?
It was a nice ult, but like, she's just getting outplayed.
Well, she needs to just keep running. She
I don't know why she stayed.
She had her exit, and then she decided to walk into 3.
She should have had vision on them, like, she should have seen the Malzahar run after her, right?
Yep. I think she saw the highlight play, where you kite everyone perfectly and then get the triple kill, but
I mean,
evidently real life doesn't work like that.
The thought was there. I like their spirit.
True.
I also like Braum moving there. Definitely getting his team an advantage is making him more useful than sitting with AD carry.
I'd completely forgotten that this Lee Sin was in the game.
Yeah, I mean, he's looking to disengage with his Rakan now with a nice Braumar. Probably locks him down. Arshel misses.
I think blue side wins this fight. They still have... Oh no, they've lost a lot of ults. They have Ornn and Volley ult.
I think they can just get away with taking it. Look at the HP of Rakan and Lee Sin. They want to get in there, but...
Oh, the Ashe is probably dead. Oh.
Yeah, Smite comes out,
Darius,
so do take
Darius
it. Yeah, Volibear's kind of 1v2 here. The bot side of Dangerline.
You just need to play it slow. Darius can't walk up with the Braum passing on him.
There are 4 people. I feel like they can still take this fight.
They can kill them if they play it well. Don't give Darius the
Malzahar has the button in.
He has no mana.
Oh.
Oh.
Flash ult!
He has enough for...
I mean, you were right. He was in range.
Yeah, as soon as someone's in range, they are dead. Malzahar's just gonna... He's not gonna catch her. Oh,
maybe now. Maybe now. We'll see a cool play. She doesn't have ult up. Probably just look to run away.
I don't know if it's worth flash ulting the Ornn for 1 kill and then getting Malzahar odd next fight.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, the Malzahar is so strong right now.
Yeah, that
double burn.
Scary.
Into a Seraph's and Swift Boots.
Yep, entire item up.
Yeah, this is definitely playable.
Yeah. I kind of feel sorry for her. Like, Malzahar is not a fun champion to play into.
But you have to remember, she did pick the Cassio into Malzahar.
Yeah, she did pick that matchup. Like, there's a Herald coming out here.
Oh, nice dodge.
That was actually...
And dies to the E. Brilliant.
Yeah, the AP from Dusk and Dawn coming through here.
The Ornn doesn't seem to play Ornn. He doesn't immune the E on the Darius.
And both top laners play a bit of Ornn, but maybe he doesn't know about that interaction.
Possibly.
Oh, pretty deep. They're setting up a tent in this spot side jungle here.
Ooh.
It's a 4-man gank. Play safe, AD carry. The Volibear ult disables the turrets. Just
It looks like a Casper ulting.
Malzahar
Get out.
did outplay someone. Now Cleanse comes out for something that I did not see. Ornn is here, gets a double knockup. Going onto the backline. Malzahar is still alive. Ornn flashing.
I don't know if Ornn should have left the Malzahar. I think Darius cleans this up.
Yeah, if he plays
maybe
this
not.
ball.
Oh, that was a good plan to go over to the fruit. Give himself
Yeah.
a
He might, yeah, he has enough damage to clean up there.
bit of an
Messy fight
overcommittal.
here.
Probably should have given up the dive after the TPs start coming through.
Yeah,
the
they didn't
TP
manage to. They didn't manage to lock down the Xayah there. So the play just gets so difficult after that.
They kind of left the Malzahar out to die by overcommitting.
Yeah, Ornn just greeded for these kills.
However, I don't think it makes a big difference.
Probably would have amounted to the same thing.
Although Darius comes back with a Black Cleaver. May make it impossible for...
Just bought a full item.
Yep. Well, and a no magic mantle. Which now makes it a lot harder for Malzahar to pressure him in fights.
And he does have the Merc Treads for a bit of tenacity.
Yeah.
I still feel like the double burn, he's not going for the Rylai's. Makes it even more annoying.
I feel like he may need an MR.
Oh, definitely.
Gets out the ghost.
They're probably looking to start this Baron.
I don't know if that's the best idea.
Yeah, I don't think they should.
I think that Darius should be bot right now.
Definitely. I feel like he especially can just pressure this Malzahar. Is Volibear looking for some sort of engage here? Rakan is here.
I wonder if that's going to be a force of nature on the Darius. Or a spirit visage, maybe. Ooh, nice.
It should probably be a force of nature into the Malzahar, right?
Gives you that ability to run down. However, the spirit visage gives you more in combat tankiness. Oh, the Darius is trolling. I bet he doesn't get punished. They seem a bit scared after the last fight.
Yeah, they have to commit if they want this dragon, which they won't.
I don't know if what they get out of taking this fight, other than possibly throwing the game.
Yeah, they should just, like, if you don't commit before the dragon, don't commit at all.
Yeah.
I mean, Cassiopeia might be overstaying here. Volibear is on vision. Yeah, probably just staying inside in there if you were not gonna pick that fight. Just stay away.
Collect the waves, set up vision around Baron.
Maybe create some pressure top lane. Like, they haven't gotten a single turret, if I can see correctly.
Yep. It also means there's lots of standing gold to collect.
Now there are 3 people collapsing onto the stairs who manages to actually cancel the...
Yomus. Cancel the Darius in the Volibear queue.
Yeah, I like that W from him. No, E, I'm sorry.
Although the Volibear can recast after cancel. It's a cool little interaction with his Q. Although I assume he either wasn't paying attention or just didn't want to continue chasing after the initial cancel.
He was out of range with the Yomos.
Oh, I see what you mean, yeah.
Yeah, just runs away. It's working out, like...
Oh, I don't know about this.
Oh,
the
have
Xayah
numbers
is just
advantage.
shoving into him.
There's not really enough damage there yet. So I probably needs a Borg later to play the game.
Sorry, which ADC? Did you say Zaya?
Yeah. Like probably last button.
I don't know about Bork.
I mean, definitely the Lord Dominic's.
Oh yeah, Lord Dominic's, yeah.
I don't think that's gonna be enough into the front line there.
Oh no, Ash is not respecting.
Nice flash there.
Ooh, that is not a lot of damage on the Darius.
Yeah, the one null magic mantle really paying off.
And the Mercury threads as well.
Yeah.
Well, it seems like they don't know about the Baron.
Yeah, if they spot the Volibear here, they can just start it. Nice ult here by the Cassiopeia. Guess what? 2 flashes?
2 flashes and 2 ults. No, 1 ult. No, 2 ults, yeah.
Yeah, Ornament.
Well worth it. Well worth it.
Yeah, definitely. And
Malzahar gets 2 towers for it.
Also a free Baron. Gonna have to look to create some pressure around the map with the Baron they have now. And it's gonna be difficult.
Oh, I don't know about this.
He's 2 levels up on her. Can't manage him to disengage. Wait, she died! Oh my god.
Oh.
Rommel just barely missing here. He has to flash out. This Malzahar is just so strong.
Damn, they're losing quite a lot of gold after getting the Baron.
Yeah. Like, they're just not in a position to contest any push here. He's deciding to go in onto the Braum. Will just be able to lock him down for Malzahar's minions to kill him.
Oh, do not chase him. Okay. I guess we'll see how this goes. Oh, it looks like Volibear's playing it pretty well.
Yeah, nice damage by the Darius and just the ult doing half of Volibear's HP. Darius is really scary in these 1v2s. Like, you get the extra healing.
I just feel like they did not need to force the play.
No, just get him off the turret and farm the waves. You're not gonna kill a past... you weren't gonna be able to kill a 7-2 Darius as 2 frontline tanks with a bit less damage.
We really need Malzahar to pick up some pen, but instead he goes Death Cap.
Give him...
It's really gonna be hard for him to cut through that Darius now.
He'll just probably focus on the squishies. But Darius is kind of the biggest problem here again, the subset just...
Well, the rest of the map has 2 kills.
Yeah, exactly. Probably avoid stuff would have been a better call here. Or even a...
Crit Bloom.
Yeah, Crit Bloom. Just gives her a bit more ability haste. I'm a big fan of going Crit Bloom 3rd item on some champions, like...
I think after the nerfs it's not ideal. I think they nerfed the detonation and the pen, if I recall correctly.
I don't know about the nerf, but like, gives you a lot of ability haste which you need on some burst champions like Aurora.
True.
We're just gonna gloss over that solo kill, not really surprised anymore.
There's no value in mentioning it. The Ornn was overextended. Darius does his thing.
They're looking for some push in this mid lane. They kind of lost all their Baron, didn't really do much with it.
Oh, a really good ult position for the Ashe. Does not go for the Ashe. Does not go for the ult.
Yeah, Xayah had to ult to get out of her position.
Oh, Ashe, we can pull out the ult on someone. Your Volibear's suiciding in. You can ult someone. Ult the Cassio maybe. Yep, nice.
Yeah, saving the ult, I guess, to stop some engagement. Cassio still manages to get that kill actually.
The scary thing is the Darius right behind you.
Yeah, he'll just clean up the fight.
Darius just 1v, 2v3s.
Yeah.
Oh,
he has
maybe not. The volley there seems to have come online. Oh,
bolt
nice.
coming out from the Orn. There's just so much healing.
Oh, he's out.
He's out. Could have been the game for them probably. They
Yeah.
managed to get some better engage here.
I feel the Ashe just held the ult for a bit too long.
Yeah, definitely. There were a lot of angles where you can just ult someone and then let your entire team collapse on them.
Definitely. Especially after the Xayah burnt her ult for nothing.
Just ulted and sent it.
Yeah.
Oh well.
It's still a positive play.
Definitely. I mean, they have a lead everywhere on the map except for top lane, so if they manage to just get rid of the Darius.
And all things considered, it's not that bad that the Darius is fed. As long as you've got one damage dealer, they can kind of deal with him with the tanks peeling.
Like if the Ashe or the Malzahar stays alive.
Yeah. Well, ideally the Ashe, because he has got a lot of MR. And Malzahar's not yet built any pen.
Yeah, except for his boots, there's not really much there. And that man's blade doesn't really give you that much armor anyways.
Ooh, I feel like this is a really good angle for an ult, and then a Zorn ult following. On ult.
Yeah.
Nope, no on ult.
No follow-up on the Ashar, which was actually a pretty good angle, I feel like.
Yep, on ult coming now for the... I'm hoping he's... Oh, he doesn't aim for the ADC and the support, instead goes for the Lee Sin.
Meanwhile, both mid laners just in bot lane.
Like, I'm not a fan of this play. I think blue side want to get out.
Yeah, just... Poros should
Oh, actually, Lee Sin is playing a bit too aggressive.
He's going in, gets knocked up by the Orn.
They just need to turn on to Cassio.
Yeah,
Oh, Malzahar plays it perfectly. Collapse on the Cassio, guys. No. Oh, very well played from the Cassio, getting out of that position.
They're gonna collapse on the Darius, he gets outplayed. That's gonna be a free Baron.
Yeah, I don't see any angle for them to contest.
Yeah. It's really difficult to play these later game teamfights as Lee Sin, but I don't think you should force anything like he just tried here.
I assume he was looking for some kind of Q into W into kick.
Probably.
It's just not worth taking that risk into the Orn.
Just point blank should lock them the kill down here.
That was more of what I was expecting earlier in this game.
Yeah, they haven't really looked for a lot of plays with that Ashe ult. I haven't seen it come out that much. Stuff like that definitely is gonna be what wins them. I mean, they're kind of just winning the game in general, but you know.
Ooh, I'm the QSS of the Darius. Would be interesting.
I think that's necessary.
The only thing is, there's so many tools that you need to QSS in this match.
Yeah, like if you're gonna get CC'd by someone, manage to QSS it, even if you do it perfectly, there's just at least another ult ready for you.
Oh, he buys the whole Mercurial Scimitar. He is going to be lethal if he finds anyone.
Oh yeah, he's definitely gonna be hard to fight in like a 1v1, but he's going for more team fights. Doesn't really find opportunities to push.
Oh, no, Lee, no.
Just chill, please.
He is getting way too excited. He's seen too many montages.
Yeah.
Please do not take the Q.